Okay, so let's be honest about what this really is. Amazon is asking some of their staff to relocate or quit without severance. So they're saying, hey, we hired you in 2022, told you you could be remote, but now you have to move to an office or you were fired, you're quit, no severance. They're doing layoffs. This is layoffs in disguise. They are basically saying you can move back, and if you don't move back, you're out of here. They give you 30 days to decide and then another 60 days to get here. It's a layoff.
So
He ain't lying. That's definitely a layoff. What's going on, y'all? Tech Bag Trey, your favorite cousin on your mama's side. And yeah, we're talking about Amazon today. When it comes to Amazon, they always been ahead of the curve, been ahead of the game, right? I'm loving 2-day shipping to this day. And either they got a hold on 2-day shipping or it's way more expensive, right? Because why isn't there by this time way more companies doing the 2-day shipping? Something they figured out that we haven't. But uh this is not always good, right? This is not always a good thing, because sometimes with innovation, people got to get cut, or sometimes some old ways of doing things, they have to change to make room for the new. And so this is what we're talking about today. Something um, that is really causing a ruckus right now. Amazon has told their people, yo, you got to come in-house or stay gone. So come back home, in-house, or stay away forever. This is what they're telling them. We got to see what is going on here.
after they used up these Amazon employees, not giving them no damn breaks, not letting them use the bathroom in this plant, and the ones on the street can't stop to use the bathroom either. Now they're downsizing because they're using AI. When I tell you, these companies will literally chew you up, get all the flavor, the flair, the work, the purpose, take all of your creative energy, siphon all of your creative energy, and then they will just spit you out like you ain't nothing. Not to mention, they don't even give their employees any real benefits, any real retirement, any real reason to. If you ask,
Hold on real quick. I got two things. I want to tell a quick story here. All right, number one, I like that guy was saying, this is a layoff that is disguised, right? Now, I was in one of these before, not as it was disguised as anything. This is what happened with mine, but it was similar, right? I had two choices. That was it. And you had to pick one. So I used to work in healthcare industry before the tech industry, and they sold our proprietary juice, like what we did, they sold that to a company in New Jersey. Now that company in New Jersey, they were like, look, we want y'all to come on. We would love to have y'all. Y'all already doing the stuff. Y'all know. One thing though, this was during the pandemic, right? Had just kind of started popping off. So we had just started going fully remote. The company in New Jersey was like, we ain't got nothing fully remote. We ain't got nothing remote at all. So either you can come to New Jersey and we got a job for you, or you can go ahead and take that severance package from your company. And so for me personally, I wasn't going to New Jersey. So I just took the package and I dipped, and was able to get into the tech industry. I used Course Careers to learn a new skill, right? Tech sales. And then I was able to get a job within a month and a half. Now, this is similar to what Amazon is doing right here. Like, let's be honest. They said, hey, you got 90 days. Relocate to a major hub, one of the cities, or you can resign. Now, as far as the extracurriculars, with the severance packages and all that stuff, I don't know. I haven't looked that deep into it. But what I do know is they got a choice now. And that being said, here's what I wanted to say right here. What this lady is talking about, I don't want to hear none of that. I'm being real. That's all I know how to be. I don't want to hear none of it. At the end of the day, they signed those contracts. What she's talking about, like, hey, they don't get a boatload of breaks and all that stuff. One thing I do know, they get breaks. They get breaks because they got to. That's number one. But number two, at this point, we've been in the game long enough when we talk about as far as how long Amazon has been around. It's not like this is a new company that's been around a year and they switching and baiting on folks. Hey, we get you in with the sweet talk and then it's a slave drive all the way out. Like at this point, you know what you're getting when you sign on to Amazon. If you don't, what are you doing? We live in the 21st century. I can get on TikTok right now, type in Amazon work life or something to that fact. It's somebody on there showing me a real life, real deal. Matter of fact, I just seen a video. Some lady was showing how she was supposed to be picking and packing, and they got her on some kind of machine, and she buckled in and strapped from the top, and having to pick stuff off the top. Like all I did was watch the video. Now I know, okay, I don't want that job if that was something I was looking for. So I don't want to hear when it like Amazon did what they were supposed to do. They offered a job. They told you what was entailed in that job, and they told you an amount. Here's what we have today. Companies, businesses, they're going to pay you just enough for you to say okay and stay around. Employees, workers, they're going to work just enough. They're going to do just enough so that they don't get fired. This is majority of workers. So majority of companies are saying, hey, I'm going to pay you just enough so that you stay here. Majority of workers, I'm going to do just enough so you don't fire me. Now, there are outlier companies and outlier employees. But at the end of the day, that's what you're getting. So I can't relate and I can't get with her on this, hey, then the working, like y'all know what's up with that. Y'all know what they talking about. Y'all know what they doing. Let me finish hearing what she got to say. It just kind of irked me a little bit because we live in a day and time where you can find all the information you want. You can ask questions in the interviews to figure out a lot of stuff as well. Like, come on.
It's me to show up and be productive. And then on top of all of this, the wages are still low. So
you already knew that.
Now they decided, you know what? Some of these jobs we can use AI to do this work. And now they're making people, they're giving people 3 months to relocate. And people, I mean, what if you live in an area where you don't have one of their major hubs?
I mean, did you not hear what relocate? Like if you're not in an area with a major hub, relocate to its major hub. Or how about this? See if there's another side of the business that you can get into. It's 90 days. Do you know how much you can do in 90 days? I learned a whole new skill in the tech industry in 36 days. 36 days and was able to get a job. It's somebody who's going to be like, they saw this and they said, hey, okay, I got 90 days. Maybe I want to get into the IT side of Amazon. Let me go and reach out to the IT manager. Let me walk over there, talk to him, something. Let me get on LinkedIn. Hey, I work with Amazon. I wanted to see if y'all had any openings. I'm a part of this relocation or resign, but I really have been interested in IT. Here's what I got. It's been 60 days. 60 days, you were able to learn the entry-level stuff on IT, right? You can do what I did. I went through Course Careers. They got IT on Course Careers. Take that for 30 days, 45 days, learn the information. Now you have a portfolio. You can come back to that same hiring manager, that same IT manager. Hey, here's what I got. Here's what I know. Can I at least get an interview? And then boom, next thing you know, even if you're a part of the 90-day to get to the major hub, and now you're going to IT, at least, who knows, they might pay for it now. Now you're in a different part of the business. They might actually pay for the move. Or, hey, this role is actually fully remote. But to sit there and let life happen to you, I'm not a part of that club. I haven't been for a very, very, very long time. Life is going to happen. what you can't do is sit there and let it happen to you. You got to let it happen for you. You got to get out and actually change what's going on for your situation. To just let life happen to you, you're going to end up in a place, you're going to end up somewhere that you don't want to be, living in a place you don't want to live, driving a car you don't want to drive, and like just existing. And that's not what you want. So if you don't want that, you're going to have to figure out how to do something new and do something different so that life doesn't happen to you and it happens for you. At the end of the day, I understand where she's coming from, but if we continue in that type of mindset, you're never going to get anywhere.
What if you live in a rural area, or you're in between a rural area and a city area, and you cannot relocate? Like, relocate means you're picking up your entire family, your home, your children, yourself, and you're going somewhere and you're moving somewhere else. How realistic is this? Like, if you work for companies like this, make sure you're taking care of yourself, you're taking your days off, and you have the means to put something aside for your retirement, because they don't give a damn.
Yeah, at the end of the day, almost no company does. It's a business. It's up to you to do that anyway, whether you at a company like that or not. You should have your investment accounts, your Roth IRAs, your side business, so that you can participate in tax incentives and tax breaks. You should have all of that anyway. So ultimately, this is not good. It's really tough, and I'm not telling people to move or relocate. Like, sometimes you're in certain things for a season, and then that season passes, and you say sayonara, and you go get to the next thing. So maybe there's another company in the area, if you can't relocate, that has something just as good, with maybe better benefits or a better work-life balance. And you didn't see it because you were looking at the name, right? You wanted Amazon across the chest, and you wanted that vest on, when the no name or the come up company is just exactly what you needed. So sometimes we just got to open our eyes and see. By the way, I want to give credit to the creators. Both of their handles will be in the description below. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the video. I would love that. I appreciate it. It will do wonders for the algorithm and getting this out to the people who need to see it. With that said, man, I'll see y'all in the next video.